Hi, I'm going to do this video. I don't normally do these because I am really bad at it. Um, but I figure we'll give it a shot. We may go brand by brand. I may do more of these, depends on how y'all like them. Um, I let me prefer. Let me state again. I'm real bad at this, so and I'm gonna rank my. I think I have one, two, three, four, six, my top six Tarte palettes by Tarte. Um, and I'm going to give it a go. The reason why this is hard for me to do is because I really just I don't think that deeply about, and let me say, you guys that do, um, my one of my favorite people to watch is Ella. I've spoken about her before. Remind me, I will link her channel. This woman has it going on with oh my gosh, spreadsheets and all that neato stuff, and keeping track of each time that she uses a palette and all that stuff. Goals for me. I mean goals. I'd have to go back and relearn spreadsheets, but anyway, I thought I'd give this a shot and just see how it works. Or if you have constructive criticism, tips, pointers, stuff like that, please leave it in the comments because I know that I am not good at this. Okay, for me, and whenever I say this, I don't mean it to be rude or ugly like that. I just don't think that way. I don't keep track of. Um, I think it's a cool thing that people do. I really, really do. And yes, we were supposed to start a paying that palette in January. And no, we have not started it in the way that I had planned to start it. Did film the video, did pick the palettes, all that stuff. We just have not, we have just not done it. And at this point, we may or may not. I've been consistently just putting on makeup more days than not, and that's kind of doing the same thing. Um, so anyway, let's get into this ranking. Y'all be gentle, okay? Be patient with me. In doing this, um, I'm sitting here and I had this all figured out as to which way I was going to do it and which was going to be in what slot, and they move around for me. So for today, for right now, okay, the in in the sixth place is the Tartlet. I don't even see a name. It peels. I don't know. I've traveled with it, and I don't know if that's what caused it to peel. Tartlet Juicy palette. I'm not sure why that's not on the front, but the packaging has peeled. Now, whenever I said that I travel with it, yes, I do take it when I travel. It is a kind of, it is, leans pinky. You got your browns kind of warm. Um, so it's, you can kind of like do what you need to do with the, a little bit of wiggle room, little bit of peachy color in here. So you can kind of do several looks with the one palette and not have to pack a whole bunch of palettes. I'm sorry, I have these sitting on my lap, which is a bad ideal. Um, I like the Tarte formula. I know there have been issues with the brand. Um, I am also going to tell you that I'm not going to toss something that I paid money for because a brand messed up after the fact. Also, I believe people can change because I'm one of them people that have changed. So, um, there's that. Um, I love the smell of the shadows. I love the way I can count on. I know what I'm getting whenever I use a Tarte palette. So number 6, I gotta put the little plastic doohickey back in. Um, Tattered and Torn is the Tartelette Juicy palette. And for me, guys, if I don't put it away right now, chances are it's not going to get put away. So bear with me. Um, it's just the nature of the beast. Coming in 5th place is the Tartelette. Why did I take my glasses off? Well, it just says Amazon Clay Palette. I thought it had more. I thought it had a different name. Okay. Um, Again, you can see from the color story, you can see a pattern in why I like these palettes. Um, it is this one has not had a whole lot of use. Pretty sure that I have had a backup and I used it first. Um, the thing that I find with Tarte is that most of the shades are relatively similar from palette to palette. Um, but that one, it's lighter colors, more, softer pinky nude, neutral type. So I kind of veer towards that. Um, Coming in at number 4, I have to look at these. Yeah. Coming in at number 4, and this is a favorite. It's the Tartelette Toasted palette. I'm sorry, my lights are catching everything. This is, if you watch my palette bingo, this is, for this Friday, this is the palette that I used. This is a nice, you can see, this is a look I created with my eyes. It's warm. It's brown tones, softer tones, more natural and harder for me to mess up. So that is one it's one that generally if I think about it, it's one that generally will travel with me. In number 3 is the Tartelette Energy palette, and I've used this a couple of times. This is the color story. This is the package. Um, Again, I like the formula. I like the smell. It's kind of got a vanilla smell. Um, it leans heavy on berries and pinks, and it has um, more of a brick, like terracotta type orange shift. And when I say orange, that's really not the exact um, word that I'm looking for. Um, it can be if you're doing soft looks, it can be the only palette that you might need if you're traveling. In the number 2 spot, and I don't know how to do all the fancy editing to put the numbers all up on the screen and stuff like that. If you know of a video or something that could teach me how to do that, drop it in the comments because I want to learn. But in the number 2 spot of my Tarte palettes, um, is the Tartlet To Go. This is a pretty recent palette. I think it was last summer or last Christmas, not the one that just passed. It pulls green. Um, and that's kind of close to the OD green. Um, but it pulls, when you swatch it, it pulls more gray. Um, these colors, the peachy, the shimmer is a little peachy, like a peachy pink, and then the other one is green. And then this shimmer, I almost put my same finger in there, is just a nice little, I don't think I have a spot to show you. It's a nice little, it's not exactly it's a lighter shade. Um, the reason why this is a #2 favorite palette is because it's just this. And it's a easy pack palette, travel palette. Very easy to carry around. Very easy to, let me put that green shimmer and that. It's kind of a peachy leaning gold kind of color. I can say that it travels well because it has traveled with me. I think I took my rag and hid it from myself. I'm sitting here basking. I just switched out my air purifier, the one that you fill with water, and I just put the snuggle, a little bit of the snuggle beads in, and I started smelling the smell. I was like, ooh, who's doing laundry? I'm the only one here that would be doing laundry. So, yeah. My #1 Tarte palette, and this is basically based on usage, travel, all those neato things. This doesn't have a mirror. I got to put on some glasses to actually see what it is. It is the power bar. And basically what it is kind of like the top row of any of the larger palettes. Very neutral, very warm, very versatile for my coloring. I can do a 1 shade look. I can do a 3 shade look. I can do several different looks, and just with this. So that is why this is my #1 Tarte palette. You don't see me use it because it's mostly one that I travel with. Once every blue moon, I may use it on a video. But there are some things that I just have, okay, I can travel with that. And that's when I use them, is when I go out of town. And as you know, I'm a world-renowned traveler. I go to the mountains. That's my biggest travel. So, anyway, this is my first ranking video. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, all that neat stuff. And we will see you in the next video. Remember, I'm the mayor's daughter. We love you oh so very much. See you. Bye.